You seem to know a great many things.
Then tell me when I reach him his truth. The longer Yennefer stays at 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐲, the stronger the Brotherhood will be. The more likely we'll be able to hold off the powers that threaten the continent. Have you ever been attracted by the art of sorcery, Geralt? Have you ever considered joining her here? If you want to protect what you love, join our side in the battle to come.
Returning to their room after attending the ball at 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐲, Yennefer and Geralt finally take a moment to relax and reflect on the night's festivities. Flashing back to the start of the night, Geralt and Yennefer arrive at the ball, dressed in their finest party apparel. As Yennefer points out various attendees, they are greeted by Sabrina, who uses telepathic magic to try and seduce Geralt. Awkwardly breaking free of her grasp and leaving to grab a drink, he runs into Philippa, who has successfully arrived from Redania. Meanwhile, Tissaia chats with Yennefer and encourages her to mend her relationships with the other mages. Geralt and Philippa are soon interrupted by Dijkstra, who requests a private chat. Setting aside pleasantries, Dijkstra warns Geralt that he must choose a side in the upcoming war and hand over Ciri before it's too late. As expected, Geralt refuses the offer and promptly takes his leave. Taking a moment to collect his thoughts on the balcony upstairs, Geralt notices Yennefer talking with Istredd, but he is distracted by Vilgefortz. When Vilgefortz snidely mentions that Yennefer and Istredd were former lovers, Geralt brazenly heads back downstairs, just in time for the traditional group dance called the Melange to begin. Since partners are swapped frequently during the Melange, Geralt and Yennefer get a chance to quickly chat with a variety of guests. During the dance, Geralt dances with the silent mage Lydia, unaware of her association with the fire mage Rience. As Geralt shrugs off several other overzealous partners, Yennefer makes amends with Artorias and catches up with the portal weaver Kira. Eventually, the melange comes to an end, with Geralt and Yennefer reuniting in a flashy final flourish. Just as Yennefer leaves the dance floor and meets with her tipsy friend, Artude, Geralt and Istredd get into an argument over Yennefer. As the argument quickly evolves into a fistfight, the guests watch on, shocked but entertained. After a quick tussle, Geralt calls out for a truce, and things lighten up when Artude drunkenly knocks over a waiter, leaving the room in a fit of laughter. With tensions eased, Tissaia and Vilgefortz call for a celebratory toast, and end the party by thanking Yennefer for organizing the conclave. Later that night, while alone in their room, Geralt and Yennefer share a passionate night of romance, then continue to reflect on the motivations of everyone else at the ball. Flashing back to the beginning of the evening for a second time, the ball is shown with a renewed perspective. As Geralt and Yennefer arrive, they reaffirm their plan to find proof that Stregobor is the evil mage hunting Ciri. During his conversation with Philippa, Geralt confronts her about trying to recruit Jaskier, but they are interrupted by Dijkstra. However, when Geralt notices Stregobor being abusive to one of his staff members, he intervenes. During their bitter reunion, tensions remain high as Stregobor brings up the death of Renfri, and Geralt vows to bring him to justice. As Geralt storms off upstairs, Istredd and Triss reveal some troubling news to Yennefer. Apparently, Stregobor has stolen a powerful tome called the Book of Monoliths and has hidden it in his office for nefarious purposes. During the melange, Geralt and Istredd plan to fake a fight as a distraction so that Yennefer can sneak away and find the book. In Stregobor's office, Yennefer discovers a magical safe containing a list of recently missing students, all of whom are part elf, and some of their personal belongings. With some solid proof in hand, Yennefer and Geralt officially accuse Stregobor of kidnapping young novices and experimenting on them, all due to his hatred of elves. When Istredd also finds the ancient Book of Monoliths inside the safe, he claims that Stregobor could use its knowledge to banish every elf from their sphere of reality. Confronted with such strong evidence, the other members of the Brotherhood unanimously agree to imprison Stregobor, awaiting a full trial after the conclave has ended. As Tissaia promises to safeguard the Book of Monoliths and heads back to the party, she accidentally drops her special bracelet from Vilgefortz, which Yennefer picks up off the ground. During the toast, Geralt tells Yennefer that he loves her for the first time. ending the celebration on a heartwarming note. Later, while Geralt and Yennefer take a bath together, she mentions how odd Philippa was acting toward her during the ball, and recounts their conversation. Flashing back to their short chat, Philippa points out Lydia, and explains that she is madly in love with her master, and must use telepathy to speak, due to a gruesome facial injury that she hides with illusion magic. Philippa claims that 𝐤𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐸 is similarly misguided by her love for Vilgefortz, and that there might be a Nilfgaardian traitor in their midst. Geralt also recalls an odd conversation with Vilgefortz on the balcony, where he tried to convince Geralt to join the Brotherhood of Mages, and delivered a cryptic warning. Noticing that 𝐤𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐸's bracelet and Lydia's earrings were both made from the same rare material found only near Volpan Castle, they deduce that Vilgefortz has been the mage hunting Ciri all along, not Stregobor, and he has been manipulating 𝐤𝐤𝐢𝐬𝐸, Lydia, and Rience to unknown ends. Just as they realize the horrifying truth, chaos breaks out elsewhere in the castle, and when Geralt goes to investigate, he is ambushed by Dijkstra, who threatens him with a knife to the throat.
Should have chosen a side, would you?